Hi everyone, my name's Foxxie. Welcome back to another Minecraft video on the Mech Magic server. Thank you all for joining me today. Today we're going to be working on some of the more roots things again. Like, we got a bit distracted and built all these machines. Well, I got distracted. I've been building a ton in my house again, and yeah, I just felt like I needed to get back to doing some of the magic-y things that I was going to do. So today we're going to look back at roots, and I have my book of spellcraft here which tells me about the next steps that we can do. So in the previous video we went through and we were growing, we did the standing stones with all the different things that we can grow there. So yeah, I've been growing a lot of them, as you can see. The reason I have a couple of stacks of each up here is because when you use the spells, they do take some of the resources. You have to have powdered pouches of powdered sort of each of these things, and a pouch holds 2 stacks, so I figured I'll get 2 stacks. So before we do anything else, I think we'll cover that one first. So I think I've left my zombie spawner on. To be able to do that, I'm going to need my pestle, and I think I just need to go to a crafting table, and I need my wool and string and dye. I've already got one powder pouch there that I'd made in a bit of a practice, and so if I just go on to roots and then powder pouch. So that's all you need. That's literally all you need. We'll pop these in. I've just noticed I haven't actually put the power on my ME system, so I haven't actually got any power to this at the moment. 8 and 8. I can't even. So hopefully that will let me craft. It's been very slow. Yep, that's those. I'm just going to nip down and put the power on. I left it switched off. There we go. And then if I head back to I've got a crafting table downstairs. So what we need to do for this is I need bags of each of these things. As you can see, everything's laid out. I've done all the prep work, don't worry. I'm too organised. So we have the moonglow seeds, moonglow leaf, wild root, terramos seeds, pereskia blossom, pereskia bulb, aubergines and aubergine seeds. I'll just pop these in there because I don't need them at the moment. Awesome. So hopefully this will work. When we put the bag and what we want to do and the pestle, it doesn't work. Let's just see if I can't do there we go. So I think I've got to do it one by one. So pop that back in there. And now we've got a pouch. I guess we can't do the seeds. Strange, I thought I could. And then we do the same with the wild root. We just grind them up. We put those in there. Oh. And the terramos. Sorry about the zombies. I didn't think I would have turned the spawner off. Can we do terramos seeds or no? So we can't do the seeds. I'm guessing they just get used as they are. And the bulbs and the root. There's 2 lots of those. 2 lots of. Oh, we can't do aubergines. Is it just the aubergine seeds then? I'm not sure what I use the aubergines for now. Right, so these things wouldn't grind up, so that's fine. That's not a problem at all. If we can pop those back in there then, because they're not going to be any use to us. And the next thing I wanted to do is it's night time, isn't it? Yeah, we'll go and do this now. I've got some stone. If I can get over there quickly enough. There's another use actually for the standing stones, and that is to make rune stone. So what I need to do is head over. No, not there. Head over to this waypoint over here where we have the standing stones. We found some over this way. That's it. And I think all I need to do to make the rune stones is not put torches down. I have an auto torch placer, and I think we just throw them. There we go, and it's coming back to me as rune stone. And the reason why I'm getting the rune stone is we're going to go and make a altar to give gifts to the fairies, which is another part of the mod pack. And what you do is you make a little fairy, a sort of a gift platform, I can't remember its proper name, and you put things on it, and then the fairies can give you fairy dust, or they might even give you a fairy charm, which means that you get a little pet fairy. That's my goal. I'd love to have a little pet fairy just floating around, and if you haven't seen them, they're super cute. So that's that done. We have the rune stones, we have our powdered things. I also need to make a staff. There's a couple of spells I've got in mind when I get back to my house. Oh yeah, we've decorated all this. D4 built a tree house, and a couple of the guys worked on. And I built a giant floor compass because I didn't even need a reason to. I just wanted to do that. Yeah, so just nip back in here. Oh, let me just go and turn this spawner off. Oh, hi vampire. Let's just go and turn this off because it's... Oh, I also have a slime spawner now as well. Oh, there we go. Carnage. So I can have supplies of slime now as well as rotten flesh. Got a bit distracted there. I usually do. You do have to chop these down a bit to get them to get down to the mob crusher. But let's right. Okay, let's stop messing around with slimes because that's not why I'm here. It's odd because I do so much playing on the game and not having to actually worry about what I'm doing, and I thought I'd record a little bit. So within this the spellcraft book, it tells you about some of the spells, and there's different things. So you have your mortar, which obviously we've got covered before, and the pestle, and the pouches that I've just made, and the herbal powders that I've just made. So the next thing I need to do is make a staff. So I just need 2 sticks, some wood, and 2 aubergine seeds. So let's go and make that. I think I had the things here for that. I have tried to be as organised. I think I was going to use wild root. You can use different things. So we'll pop that back out of there. 2 sticks, oak wood, and 2 those, and it gives us a staff. Now what we can do with this is we can actually make powdered spells, make spells with them, and it gives you abilities. So the ones that I was looking at, let me just have a look. There's Sanctuary was one I think I was going to look at today. So all we need to do is grind up these things. And in Light Drifter, this is the one I'm really interested in. Light Drifter, it allows you to become ethereal, passing through solid objects for a time. So I'm really interested in that. And Time Stop. So I did have 3 of them that I was going to do today, is put these things down here, and I believe I just put them in the mortar and grind them. I think that's it. So we pop those in there. No, not my backpack. And we do that, and that gives us petal dust of Sanctuary. Yay, it worked. I've not actually practiced this. I do like to sometimes practice things, but I haven't in this case. So we'll pop that there. And then if we take the next thing, so we have Pereskia, Ender Pearl, White Tulip, String. That White Tulip was so difficult to find. I can't even. And a Moonglow Leaf. And again, if we just pop those things into the mortar, hit them with a pestle, that gives us Light Drifter, that's the one. I forgot what that one was called. And lastly, oh, that's bread. Lastly, aubergine seeds, netherwort, oxeye daisy, ink sac, and Pereskia blossom. And we will put those in and grind them up. And that gives us petal dust of Time Stop. So I'll just pop that back in there. Doesn't really matter what way it faces. Now what we need to do is, now this is totally new, we have our imbuer. Where's my imbuer? Is it still in my backpack? And this is what apparently makes all the spells work. So I don't actually know how to work it. We'll just pop it there for now. So I think if I put the thing in. Ooh, and a staff. That actually goes. Is that doing a thing? It looks like it's doing something. There we go. My staff now has time stop. Oh, awesome. That is so cool. Oh, I think I've just stopped time. Okay, we want to stop stopping time now, please. How do I do that? I think it does it for a limited time. So if I put that in there and then put that in there, that should infuse the second thing. I think you can have up to 4 spells in each one. So now I have Light Drifter there, and lastly, oh, whoa, oh, that is cool. Okay, I didn't mean to do that, but that was awesome. And we'll just put the last one on. And here we go. Oh, that is awesome. Imagine just being able to go through blocks. So this is my staff, and this now has Sanctuary. So this should stop things from killing me. I'm just trying to think how I actually get it onto each thing now. It keeps flashing on. Yeah, I'm going to have to look into that. I'm not really sure. I don't think the book actually tells me. We have Sanctuary at the moment. So then the next thing, that's just the spells. The next thing I want to do was the altar for the fairies, and I can't think what it was. The offering plate, that's it. So I just need some runestone and some chiseled runestone. 1, 2, 2 chiseled runes, 3 chiseled runestone. So I don't know how to do those. Oh yes, I do. Flint. Awesome. So I've got my piece of flint, and if I go on to this, and we put 3 of those in there. Oh, I'll need 3 flint, won't I? Well done. So I put flint, 3 flint, like that, and I think that just went like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have our offering plate. Perfect. So what we'll do, I will try and work out how to how to get the spells to change. I can't remember. I thought it was shift click, but that just seems to be turning it on and off. Unless it was the case that you can only have 1 spell at a time, maybe. I can't remember. Yeah, I think that might be the case. I need to work out how to get more than 1 spell on it. I think I can only have 1. So for the fairies, we need to go over to, we found a fairy pool, and these spawn where there's trees and things, and sometimes through the day, but more often through the night, you'll find little fairies flying around, and they're really super cute. So I've got this space over here that was organic, but I'm going to use it anyway. And we can pop our offering plate there, and what you can put on this, you can put anything. I could put some of these mushrooms on, or I can put some like sort of mob drops, they like, or you can put even like the Pereskia blossoms or seeds or aubergines, and the rarer the thing, the happier the fairies are. So I'm going to pop that ender pearl on there because I think that's pretty rare, and I think that they might appreciate that. So I'm going to come back and check on that when it gets to night time again, and see if the fairies like the little present that I've given them. And so yeah, we need to test this spell out as well. So I might need to actually wait until night time a little bit to see. Selected slot 1. It's bothering me that I don't know how to do that. And basically all these do is you keep them because each spell, as you can see at the bottom there, uses aubergine seeds and moonglow leaves, so you need them so that obviously your spells can work. You need to keep those on you at all times. So I'll come back at night time and we can try this sanctuary spell, because I do need mobs about to be able to do that, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so it's getting darker. It is now sunset, so we can head off out and give this sanctuary staff a bit of a try. I've been having a look into it whilst I was waiting for night time, and it turns out that there are different slots on a staff, but unfortunately you can only put one on at a time at the moment. Therefore, when I've put the sanctuary one on, it has wiped all the others. So I'll have to make more. I'll make more staffs. I'll do another episode and we'll go through all the spells there. Let's go down this vampire forest. I don't think you guys have seen this yet. But there's a lovely vampire forest right behind my house. So I just want to see how well this does, because this is pretty risky. Oh look! Oh, that is cool. So they literally cannot get past. There's a barrier there, and it's all around, and they just can't hit me. So that's pretty awesome. And I can actually fly up out of the way. Otherwise, I would have been a little bit of trouble there. Oh, let's just do that again. That was awesome. So no, because I've run out of stuff. I don't know if there's a cooldown on it. Maybe. There we go, it's back now. And there's an angry zombie as well. But that is awesome. So, all of these mobs, and they just can't get to me at all. I'm sure there's some really cool use for this. But, oh look, it's a vampire ocelot. I've not seen one of those before, but it can keep its distance. Oh, that's totally awesome. So that's the first spell of the three that I'd picked. So, yeah, cool. The other thing I wanted to do, I was going to see, I don't know if it's been long enough for the fairies to have checked their offering, but we'll go over and have a little look. And if not, again, I can catch it up in another episode if they do pick it up. And they can give you all kinds of different gifts. Are there any fairies even here? Because I know that people have been killing them. I might have to find a different... Oh no, there's one, look. Hello. And you can't really interact with them, or you can kill them. Like I say, the other guys have been killing all the fairies, but I just want to leave them presents, and I think it's okay there. I don't know if I should maybe move it a bit closer, or we'll see how it goes. I'll move it if the fairy isn't so sure about being up here, but yeah, that should be okay. Oh, there's another one. I just love these things. They're so cute. They're so cute. Oh look, there's more of them. Oh, I absolutely love this part of the mod. I know it's extremely girly of me, but they're just adorable. Look. Oh, is he going to check out? Is he checking out? Oh, I can't wait to see if they leave me something. That's so exciting. So just before I go, I think I'll show you through some of the other builds that I've done. It's not loads. I don't know if you've even seen properly my enchanting area, so we'll go in the front door. And yeah, I don't even use my front door very much anymore, to be honest. So, oh yeah, and thank you to C&D4 who made me another totem pole, because we couldn't bring the other one with us from the old home, and I believe they've left me a medicine bag. I'm not quite sure what that does. Something to do with setting effects, so I'll have to look into that a little bit. I just thought my waterfall turned yellow as well. Somebody put liquid sunshine in there. Oh, love from C&D4. Oh, is this a troll? I'm nervous. I don't know though. C&D4 are usually really nice. They don't tend to troll people. They tend to be a garlic diffuser. Diffuses garlic particles. Vampirism. Oh, this is because now effectively most of us are vampire hunters, apart from Sylve, who is a vampire. So that'll be something to protect me from Sylve. I don't know why I thought it was a troll. C&D4 are lovely. Yeah, so I have changed my main room a little bit. I have some merman statues. I've moved the waterfalls and things like that. And then I have made my little passageway down, and my little dome. I'll move my imbuer, I won't leave it there. And I have my little enchanting area, and obviously my ME system in the corner, and a level tank, which is handy just to keep your levels there. That's my broomstick that C&D4 kindly gave me before I ended up with my I think Chaos Onyx, I think it's called. And the mob the mob spawner thing goes there, and some Oreos in the fruit basket, because that's what else are you going to keep in a fruit basket. I know what else I want to show you. Talking of the cute fairies, Oh, wait till you see this. Right, this up here, I'll just show you this. Oh, someone's playing. That's actually going to be to my living area. I'm going to have a proper bedroom and everything because it's the one thing I'm lacking at the moment. But yeah, I've got my big statues. I think I've finished my nether room since last time I recorded. So that's cool. I decided to just leave that bit of grey because it just breaks it up a little bit. But yeah, this is my nether portal room. I also have, worried, a deep dark portal. Now I know nothing about the deep dark, but I'm going to do an episode on it where it's just going to be probably me dying a lot because I've genuinely no idea what that's about. If we nip in here, my garden area, you'll see I've got a gate for very good reason now. I need to be very safe, and I've also had to put, oh, there you go, she's come to see us. I've had to put trapdoors over my Twilight Forest portal because I have a new friend. I have two, but I don't know where he... Oh, there's Tom. So we have Mandy Gore, and she's my little sprout friend. I found her swimming about in a swamp, and she looked just so bereft and lonely. She was literally in the middle of a massive swamp area all on her own. So I lassoed her and brought her back to my house, and then I thought she might need a friend. So I did actually come across another little group of sprouts later on, and we have Tom Arto. Tom, come and say hello. I just think these sprouts are the cutest thing. He's off. Where are you going, Tom? Oh, I think he's shy. I don't think he wants to talk. Doesn't want to say hello. But yeah, they're my new little friends. So they live here with me now. And Cadence the Cloud lives up on the wall over here, and she's just happy all the time. And it's wonderful. But I love my little garden room. And again, I will do a Twilight Forest episode soon because I'm really excited to get there because I have a trophy room now. It's not quite finished. I don't really know what else to do with it. I have a few mob heads. I have my zombie head, a skeleton head, a Shinxie head, with a skeleton head and an Enderman head. They're all mobs that I've killed. But these fancy red platforms at the back are going to be for the bosses of the Twilight Forest because I'm extremely optimistic. I thought I heard a creeper then. I'm extremely optimistic, so there'll probably be a few episodes on the Twilight Forest. Probably a lot of death. And how cool are these as well? Coloured item frames, mind blown. Yeah, so I have my trophy room. They're just soul gems. I just put that. And that just goes down my garden like always. There's nothing new particularly down there. So yeah, that's about where I've got with the building. If I do any more, I'll have to definitely try to let you guys be more involved. Maybe do a bit of time-lapse stuff or something like that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. We did some actual magic. I'll make the other staffs and we can have a look at the other magic when I actually work out what I'm doing properly. And if there's anything else you want to see, give us a comment down below and a like and a subscribe if you want to see some more of my videos. You may have seen, if you follow me on Twitter, that I've got a new series coming out that's completely different to anything else that I've ever done. It's called Alone, so check out the trailer for that as well. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye!